Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. It is National IPA Day, so we should drink the best IPAs that we have and enjoy the day. Enjoy the day. I'm gonna tilt this down. Sorry, I'm just getting a little too much in the shot here. I got a lot going on down here right now. I'm getting rid of a lot of beer. So it's just scattered, as you can see. So it's National IPA Day, and I thought, oh man, how should I do this? So I've been holding on to 2 beers for way too long, just with the hopes that one day I would do a video of it. I didn't know how long I was going to wait, but I think 2 years has probably been long enough. So 2 beers that are very similar, very galaxy forward, hype beers for their respective breweries. And if you know much about this channel, probably can guess maybe what one of the breweries, and if not, another one is. But tonight we're going to do, without further ado, this one, I'm assuming new batch, should be right around the corner. Trillium. Headroom. Double IPA, clocking in at 8% alcohol by volume. And Treehouse. Very green, clocking in, I'm assuming, 8.3% alcohol by volume. The key thing about these beers is can date the Queen of Soul, rest in peace, Aretha Franklin, August 17th of 2018. And Headroom canned on 8/10 of 2018. So canned a week apart 2 years ago. Basically almost exactly 2 years ago. So let's go with the older one first. Headroom. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I'm completely winging this. Let's see if they suck. Headroom pours out. Delicious. Doesn't smell delicious, but it pours delicious. Pours out like Headroom. Straw, golden, kind of light orange juice look. A little bit of head there hanging around. It looks pretty standard. Let's dive in and see what she smells like. A lot more yeasty than Headroom typically is. It's not exploding tropical fruits. It's not exploding pineapple. It's not exploding dank resinous qualities. It's exploding. There's like a lemon lime note to this. Big lemon lime. A little bit of maltiness, breadiness. There's an orange quality to it. It doesn't smell bad. It just doesn't smell like Headroom. It smells like a crappy brewery's hazy IPA. It's way different than it used to. But 2 years old. Last time I did a video like this, Joe and I were in Vegas and did an awful beer, Never and Again, which was a Trillium monkish collaboration that actually got better after 2 years, which is saying a lot. Well, let's dive in. Waited long enough, see what she tastes like. Cheers, everybody. I mean, it's malty. It almost tastes like a sugary blonde. Like, there's a malt backbone. It tastes thinner than Headroom typically does. Has a big candy note to it though. It's really sweet, like the double IPA-ness of it, and the actually kind of the burn of it too, are coming through a lot more than they do with Headroom. Now Headroom is a very aggressive beer. In the land of double IPAs, it is forward and as saturated as you can get without becoming just completely off-putting. It's not bad though. It's holding on. I mean, it's drinkable. If this was all I had open and I was just popping a beer, I could get through this pretty easily. But it is kind of like you took Headroom and mixed it with Hop Slam. There's a honey note, just that sweetness, generic sweetness, and really kind of almost in your face note from hops, but on the bittering side. It's not bitter, but it's forward. And then it's, like I said, it's kind of just like a blonde ale on taste though. Outside of that. Not bad though. I'm not mad at it. I thought it was gonna be worse than this. Ooh, well, that's Headroom. We got through it. Now on to fellow Massachusetts native, Very Green. Interesting. Let's mix this can a smidge. It's been sitting on its side actually. Because that is not Ooh, they're floating. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can a little bit. There's some floaties in there. Love me some floaties. It's like I'm drinking a toppling beer. It looks way thinner, a little bit more light getting through the glass. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it doesn't look like very green in the glass. It's definitely lighter. Almost looks more like bright or something that's made with like an American ale yeast like those beers are. What's the other one I just had recently that's like that? Punch. It kind of looks like that beer, but there's some yeast floating around in there. But nice carbonation. It's sudsy. Look at that. It is sticking around. That looks like old school Treehouse right there. Let's dive in and see what she smells like. This one has less of a nose than Headroom did. Man. There's not a lot going on here. There's something in the glass. I don't know. There's like a little tiny bit of sweetness. A little breadiness. There's no nose to this beer at all. And Very Green explodes. My assumption's always been because of how they do the dry hop that it just explodes out of the glass, and when that starts to fade, that nose really goes away. Sorry guys, I'm struggling here. Not because I can't determine what I'm smelling. It's that I'm just not smelling anything. It's like, am I smelling my basement? Or am I smelling the beer? Yeah, it's just kind of a generic sweetness, not really anything that to really note. It's just kind of like sugary. It just smells kind of like a sugary sweetness. It's like if you smelled simple syrup. Kind of like that. No pininess, no dankness, no pineapple, no candied fruits, no malts even. Well, I am not looking forward to this. It looks disgusting. All right, cheers everybody. The things I do for entertainment. Ooh. I don't mind that. I'm gonna be careful. It's sediment. It's pretty generic, but it has a little bit more bitterness to it. I will say that this is almost tastes like more like a traditional IPA. There's a little pininess, like green pine needles, pine grassiness. No dankness, no tropical fruits, none of that. No, literally none of that. A little bit of maltiness. The one thing I'll say about this beer, it hides everything underneath of it way better than Headroom did. Headroom, I got like overwhelming sweetness, and I got a little bit of burn. I don't get that at all on this. And I don't get the yeasty quality that I got with Headroom as well. If I could get rid of the shit in the glass on this, I'd actually kind of be likely to drink this. Yeah, this isn't, I'll be honest, this isn't bad at all. This is actually pretty decent. Very Green aged very well. There's no nose, but from a taste standpoint, you get a little bit, it's kind of like if they made like a blonde version, like Eureka with Galaxy, kind of in that realm of how forward it is and what it kind of tastes like. It's fallen off, obviously, a ton, but it's not bad. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, ugh, IPAs after 90 days, 60 days, they're terrible. Oh, give me fresh. Like, fuck off. Beers can still be good after that. And that's kind of what this was all about. So happy National IPA Day, everybody. I wouldn't recommend aging your Headroom in Very Green cans because they're amazing beers and you should drink them fresh. But on the off chance you get one push to the back of the fridge, realize it's 6 months, and you're just like, I'll just hang on to this longer. I have a can of it in perpetuity from the very first release. Still hanging around out there. I almost brought it down to do, but I thought this was a little bit more fun. So, kids, hops do fall off, but it doesn't turn into necessarily a terrible beer. Now, it's not necessarily a beer that I would pay $25 a 4-pack for, but it's not bad. So, I don't know what you glean from that. That's what they taste like. That's what happens if you do what I do. When you get way too much fucking beer and don't know what to do with it. I'm literally whoring out my beer collection right now. I'm just trying to give away like 20 bottles for like $100. Just less than I paid for it. Just come get it and enjoy it because I'll never get to it. Kind of thing. So we'll leave it there, guys. Actually, let's do a quick. Sorry, I was gonna say thank you for coming by the bar, but I want to try both of these side by side now. Good. Yeah, Headroom's just super sugary. It's almost like a triple IPA. If the hops have fallen off. So, prefer very green. If you're gonna age them 2 years, I'd age very green. There you go. Now you learned something. So again, happy National IPA Day, everybody. Thanks for coming behind the bar. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, and comments. Till next time. Cheers.
That is 100 out of 100 every time. The greatest shot that's ever lived. Thank you. Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.